Hi, and welcome back to another episode of Main Street Brawler, guys. Um, we got a special guest on with us today, if you haven't noticed. Hey, Caleb Mullally of Gasoline Gypsies with us today. So,
How you doing?
good, how are you?
Good, fantastic.
Definitely glad to finally have you on. And I know it took like a week or two to get you on
Yeah,
here.
we nailed down a date though. It worked out pretty good. We practice on Mondays all day, so
Right, so
had
it's
another day.
definitely glad that it's actually worked out. I've known you for some time now because, for one, my uncle runs the festival that you guys used to play at.
Yep.
And I don't know if you remember working at Panera with me.
Oh, yeah. Oh,
that,
yeah.
that was way back when.
Yeah, a long time ago.
Talking about music, though, we want to know what exactly sparked the love for playing music and actually performing.
So when I was a kid, pretty much my whole life, my parents and my dad, more than anything, took me to a festival called Wheatland Music Festival every year. I think I've only missed about 2 or 3 years, probably my whole life. That really, between that, he played a little harmonica and my mom played a little guitar. They were both poets. My dad had actually some published work, and that was a combination of those couple things. Wheatland was the biggest one, and I was about 12 years old. My dad bought me a ukulele from there. That was my first stringed instrument. I talked him into spending $40 on one, and I didn't put it down after he got it for me, and yeah, that really sparked the love. About 15 or 16, I met Steve, our bass player, still in the band, and got a guitar, and we just started plugging away pretty much every day of the week together.
And it's definitely a great way to actually start getting into the love of the music. And I haven't gone in quite a while, but Wheatland is a huge event. And
Yeah.
it's, I believe when I went, there was like, 3-4 stages there. And
Yeah.
it's literally music almost 24/7.
Yeah, I mean, it really is. There's music on the stages from about, I don't know, I think it's 10 in the morning until about midnight or 1 a.m. And then, you can find someone to jam with or music going on until the sun comes up. And then that's when the early risers get up and they start playing. So you really
Right.
could keep it going the whole time if you wanted to.
And that's why they call you Dry Eyes, right?
Yeah.
Going on, it's you met Steve when you were about 16.
Yeah.
So was that really the start of Gasoline Gypsies?
In a sense, we were with a friend, Jeff Spencer. He was our original drummer, and Jeff's dad was cool enough to build a little, I don't know, little shed or shack or whatever you want to call it off the back of his garage with a little heater, and we put a drum set in there, and that's where we started honing our skills. We were SLR back then, kind of a dorky high school band, Stoned and Lonely Riders. Doesn't make much sense now when I think about it. But that was our first band, and then, Steve and I have played together in every band we've been in, and since then it's been, close to 20 years.
And God, it doesn't feel like it's been that long, right?
No.
And it's but with that though, what exactly influenced you going into the music that you're in now, though?
So that was honestly a large majority of that was my dad's influence. I was kind of a daddy's boy growing up, I guess you would say, always fishing together, and he was like my person a lot of the time, and he loved the classic rock stuff, and that's what we listened to all the time, driving around. And, I don't know, it's just that between that and the bluegrass that he showed me, it really spoke to me, and it's still, between classic rock and bluegrass, my favorite genres of music. And we're lucky enough that the classic rock, or roots rock as we're kind of calling it, has made somewhat of a comeback, and it's a little more mainstream again, so it worked out pretty good timing wise as well. We're kind of on a wave of that sort of music right now. So
Right. And it's definitely something that you've honed in really well. If anybody out there has actually listened to you, you wouldn't think that you. What was I gonna say? I'm sorry.
Oh, you're fine.
I've literally been like this all day, where I just lose my train of thought mid sentence.
Oh yeah.
It's it's they would have thought it's just natural for you to play this kind of music.
Yeah. That was. I mean, it is our one goal and has been, at least for me and now the group of guys that I'm with, is we just kind of write what comes out. You know, we don't try to sound like anything, but our influences certainly shine through. So it's kind of where we get that sound. It's not like we went into it trying to be classic rock or bluegrass or folk or blues or any of those influences, but we just try to be honest to the music that comes out.
And it definitely shows in the way that you perform on stages as well.
Thank you.
And it's definitely we can tell that you have fallen in love with the music that you are creating.
Yeah, it's been a long process. With this group of guys, especially, you know, it's taken around 15 years of just me and Steve plugging along and trying to find two other people who are as wholly dedicated, and it's what they want to do. There's no question. You know, this is the direction we want our life to go in, and you know, we work hard at it. And yeah, it's a labor of love, I guess you would say, because we really work pretty hard at what we do. But when you hit it just right and you're on stage and things are locking in, you know, there's absolutely nothing like it. So.
Exactly. And this labor of love has created something that you also created as another business as well.
Yeah.
And it's something that I didn't know about until a couple of years ago, that you've done a lot of the jingles around town.
Yeah, a lot of them on the radio. Say at this point, maybe close to 50%. I mean, any of the new ones in the past, I don't know, 8 years or so that are on the local radio stations here through Radio First were written and mostly produced by me. Black River Media Productions is the name of our business. And we do a lot of that, a lot of the jingle stuff, and we just got to do a lot of video production too. So it's pretty cool, man. It's, you know, ever since before I even started playing music, I've been writing little rhymes in my head and stuff like that. It's just one of those things, you know, everybody has their things that just come naturally without trying, you know, and that's the one for me, is the poetry aspect of things. So these little jingles, you know, it's just something that I've always had, and I'm lucky enough to find a way to monetize something that I was born with.
And it's definitely good. It's with that though, going back to the Gasoline Gypsies though, you have been literally all around the state, as well as going almost basically all around the Midwest lately.
Yeah, Oklahoma is the farthest we've played, so we're even getting into the west side of the country a little bit ish, you know, not quite to the coast yet or anything, but yeah, man, it's been pretty cool.
So with that, so far out of the venues that you have played, what is your favorite venue that you have played so far?
Oh man. You know, one of my favorites still is, you know, the Folk in the Woods space out there in Jetto. That is definitely always holds a very, very special place in my heart. We were a big part of producing the events that went on there and stuff like that. That was a really great one. In Grand Rapids, the Intersection, we played the Winter Wheat Festival, which is their halfway point between Wheatlands. They do a fundraiser there at the Intersection. That's always a really great time. The Burl in Kentucky was really awesome. And then Oklahoma was actually super cool too. It's the festival is called Redneck Raft Out, and it's you can only access and be an onlooker from the water. So you have to have a boat, or you can come in on land and then float out and sit in floaties. and they put a big, huge floating stage out there. It was super cool. It was a pretty cool, unique experience. Those are some of my favorites. You know, we've played a lot of places, so sometimes it's hard to, you know, like you were saying, the brain goes in a lot of different places.
Yeah, that's especially when you're working 2 jobs like you do. That's like you were telling me before the show started. It's nice because you get to do it while you're still on the road.
Right, just writing of the jingles and stuff. Yeah, I mean, I also do solo gigs, you know, which is another way that it's one of my day jobs, I guess you would say. And then Foundry in Port Huron, which was formerly Studio 1219. Me and a couple other business partners re-renovated a huge part of that building and turned it into a music venue. And I've been doing a lot of work through there, and we've just brought on some new help recently because, you know, I'm getting so busy with the band. It was a bit of a COVID project, you know, and things were really slow with the band. I had a little more time, and now things are picking back up. And the world seems to be getting back to normal. I'm getting more busy, so we started to bring on some extra help. But that's another really cool venue that we played, and if you guys haven't seen that or checked it out, highly recommend it. It's very unique and a cool spot.
Awesome.
Yeah.
That's definitely can't wait for you guys to start playing more local gigs as well.
Yeah, absolutely. We'll be playing the Token Lounge in December. We're bringing in some cool bands from out of state for that one, so we're really looking forward to that. Pontiac for a Valentine's Day show, and Lexington Theater hopefully around the May area. That was another really, really great venue, and you know, as the Gypsies, we really want to get into producing our own shows more, because, you know, once you get to a certain space, it's nice to have a certain level of control over, you know, the other bands that come in, and, you know, what you bring in and finding sponsors and things like that. And just before everything kind of shut down, we did a big production there at Lexington Theater. We called it the Roots Rock Revolution, and that's still kind of what we're going with now. We're picking that up where we left it off at the end of 19. So we're very excited about that, bringing in some other bands, like-minded musicians to kind of get together, collaborate on stage, more than just 3 bands playing. You know, we get up and share songs and, you know, do cool VIP parties before and after. And it's cool stuff, man. I'm just very happy and excited that the world's kind of getting back to what it used to be.
Mm-hmm. And with that, too, what besides what you just said, what other stuff do you have planned for the band, or even solo?
So solo, I play every other Thursday at Anchor Point Bistro right now, which is a really cool little venue in St. Clair. Definitely my favorite places to play. And I bounce around, do the solo stuff. The band, as far as the band goes, our manager Jack Hunger and I will be traveling to Tennessee in a couple days to go meet with a couple people that we have some possible things coming up with, which is pretty exciting. Some next level stuff, and to do a couple writers rounds. It's a pretty cool thing where a couple of songwriters get together and play songs and kind of go in order. We do them at Foundry as well. But after that, we'll be heading down to Tennessee as a full band to play a couple shows in Shady Oaks. It's around the Jackson, Tennessee area. And then November, we're just kind of getting ready for the December show, the Christmas show. We're doing with those other bands, and hoping to book a tour down to North Carolina. That's one of our biggest audiences is in North Carolina. We had a really good run of shows there at the end of 19 as well, and really cool fan base down there, really great people. And we just started working with some promoters and stuff down there, so we're hoping to book a tour down there for a couple weeks, and I don't know, we'll see. Hopefully when it's cold here, we can head down that way.
I mean, you can't complain when you get to go to good weather.
Right, yeah, I know, for sure.
If anybody on the chat does have any questions, make sure to get them in now for Caleb.
Oh, yeah. Hi, Trisha.
That's no matter where you go, you always get those kind of
Yeah. No, Trisha's a super fan of ours. Really, really great person. Comes to a lot of stuff. Actually, she'll probably be maybe coming to Tennessee. She said. We'll see.
I mean, you got to have that kind of devotion, though.
Yeah.
You know you're doing something right when you actually have those kind of fans.
Yeah, for sure.
So it's with that too. If there's people in our show right now that don't necessarily know what you sound like or anything, where would you send them to start hearing your music right now?
Pretty much any streaming platform that you have will be on there. iTunes, Spotify, Apple Music, all of that stuff. We're on Pandora, pretty much everything. You can go to our website to find some music. We do have a pretty cool Patreon that's going on right now. I mean, I think the lowest tier is $3 a month to get exclusive songs you haven't released yet, stuff like that. So yeah, but you can find us pretty much anywhere you find music or you use to play stuff, YouTube, all that stuff.
Awesome.
We got a couple cool music videos up there. So.
And as the lead singer, what song would you suggest them starting off on?
Oh man, that's a tough one.
But I had to ask it.
Yeah. A couple that we did the music videos for, a couple of my favorites, Come Down to the River, Freaks and Unbelievers, Playing with Fire. Coming to the Storm is our latest release, and that is definitely on our much heavier side. Playing with Fire is kind of the opposite side of that, still in the rock spectrum. Hopefully pretty soon we'll have some new music coming out. It's been a long time coming for a full album release, and we're hoping to be doing some recording in some other spaces and kind of expanding on that. Part of what we do. So.
And it's with that too, you do have some EPs out, and are those available on your website right now?
Yep. You can buy EPs on there. We have coffee, mugs, medicinal grinders if you're into that sort of thing. All sorts of cool, unique merchandise you guys can find on the website, and if you become a patron, there's special merch items that you can get through there as well. So.
Awesome. So before we let you go, is there anything that you want to promote about your band or anything that you're doing in your life right now?
Yeah, like I said, if you haven't checked out Foundry, make sure you do that. We're doing a lot of cool stuff there. Some cool shows coming up. We do writers' rounds there. The big shows for the Gypsies next is we'll be releasing this very shortly. Is the Token Lounge with Stone Senate, and they're from North Carolina, and Levi Bootcut and the Straight Legs. That's going to be a really cool Christmas show. And as some of you know, I guess I'm in a game store. I can talk about it a little bit. We have a video game coming out here pretty soon. Pretty much a full play Gasoline Gypsies video game.
Nice.
So, yeah, we're pretty excited to release that one. I'll have to show you guys a quick bit of it before I take off. But
right.
That's neat. And just keep an eye out for, like I said, the Gypsies themselves will be producing a lot of our own shows here coming up, and that's the biggest thing that we're very excited about. Is that, and if you need a jingle or a high quality video production for your business, hit up Black River Media Productions.
Awesome.
Yeah.
So, thank you for that. And
thank you guys.
Before we go, remember we are at Great Lakes Gaming today. Make sure to support them. They've supported us through thick and thin, and they let us basically take over this whole back area, just for purposes just like this.
Awesome.
And it's so support them, glgshop.com, and make sure to support the Gasoline Gypsies as well. So it's definitely a lot going on, and especially after the break, we will be going over some very important updates with Main Street Prowlers, as well as some other partnerships that we have gone through. And make sure our new website is up, mainstreetbluewater.com. Go there, check out what we have going on through us as well. And as I drop everything. But we'll be right back after these short commercials.
Hey guys, it's Crystal from the Port Huron Prowlers. Back to you from behind the scenes. I'm with Mitz today, and Mitz and I are here to give you guys some examples of things the guys would like on the bus trip. Mitz, do you think the guys would like granola bars? What about fruit and vegetables? Okay, not vegetables, but how about fruit? Cases of water? What about some Powerade and Gatorade? Well, there you have it. Some true facts of what Mitz thinks our boys should have on the road trips. Thanks for watching and enjoy the show.
Well, not really. I got the beat. Oh, Elite Wrestling tomorrow, guys. If you're on wrestling. Hey. I can't believe I let myself get caught. That one was good.
Hey there, I'm Chris.
And I'm Kelly.
You might remember One Love Weekly used to be called One News Weekly. Well, that was season 1, and now we're coming into season 2. We've changed up the format, and we're bringing the news to you in a more personal issue. We're gonna give you more real-life situations to react to these news stories, and how you can love thy neighbor more. And I'm excited to bring on my co-host and correspondent, Kelly.
That's me. Hey, wherever you're listening to, whether it be Spotify, Apple Podcasts, whatever platform suits your fancy, just make sure that you give us a subscribe and a follow and a share and whatever else you want to do. Make sure that you tell your friends about us.
And I hope you enjoy for the future episodes.
Great Lakes Gaming is just a step away for all of your cards and gaming needs. We have it all from Pokemon, Yu-Gi-Oh!, Magic the Gathering to video game tournaments like Street Fighter and Smash. Are you interested in D&D? Well, we got you covered there as well. Join us down the road on Michigan Road, just between Dove and Griswold Street in Port Huron for a whole lot of fun. We have a welcoming environment that is COVID safe and is cleaned regularly.
Welcome back. We have lost half our crew now. But that is
Lost them or they just wandered off?
isn't it a little of both?
Yeah, he is lost, isn't he? Distractor.
Right. Anyways, so we start with important news?
What's that? That we lost the majority of our team to the SPHL?
I'm not going to go on that one yet. that is a sad.
More power to them.
Yeah.
Congratulations. Mm-hmm. But from what I'm hearing, a lot of the teams are losing a lot of players to the SPHL this year.
Exactly. So it's but with that though, it just proves that we can produce a higher level of players. And with that though, I wasn't going to go with it, but Dalton Young,
He deserves it.
he made the starting lineup,
Yeah.
and his very first game actual playing in the regular season. He got 2 goals and 2 assists.
Yeah, was he defense?
Yeah. So it's very possible that he could go even higher than just SPHL.
Yeah.
And it's gonna be weird without him, but he deserves it.
Yeah, but we lost Dalton Young, Joe Pace,
Justin Portillo,
Kello.
I didn't do nothing.
Sam Williams as well. Now I need to look it up in our chat too now.
Hello.
Welcome back.
I had security with me.
And why did you have security with you, dude?
I knew one of the guys.
Sure. Marvin Powell was one of them.
Yep.
Igor Konstantov, Joseph Devaney, Austin Weber, David Nippert is up in the SPHL again. Along with Yanni Liarkos. I know he wasn't going to be with us this year, but he's back up there this year.
I still can't believe they're short-handed.
Right. But, yeah, Joe Pace is up there. It's funny because Dave Pensacola played and Pensacola played Birmingham for the first game. And none other than Justin Portillo versus the David Nippert fight starts off the game.
Yeah.
Yeah, not seen that.
So what are your thoughts on that one?
Very interesting, honestly. Very interesting.
Gotta give him that show.
Yep.
So it's definitely gives one of those hopes of rivalries between those two, but better not bring it back to the Prowlers if they come back, right?
Yeah.
Well, usually things are a lot more, calm if they're on the same team. You know that.
Right.
Kelly said, are those the new logos?
And that's what I was actually going to bring up first before we got sidetracked. That's half my fault. So yeah, we are now wearing our new logos for the Main Street Prowlers. So we will be doing away with in this corner over here. Well, it's right there.
Upper right corner.
Something like that. Now it's up there. And we will be doing away with that shortly here.
Actually, Dana can just point right up. He's right up above it.
You don't want me to point out.
I don't have the sensor for that one. But yeah, we do have that. We do have the live merch again, and you can buy these shirts as well on our website. They do come in different sizes, different colors: black, white, navy, royal. Oh God, let me bring that up again.
Mike and Michael are posting stuff to us about it. Don't forget Gary Payton and Ryan Allen. And Mike K says he's shocked that Pace got waived.
Well, that's kind of funny, but no, it's any. We have a lot of colors that you may want, and these shirts are only $15. And with that too, if y'all want to help me with the banner,
Lift it up.
yep, that is our brand new banner right there. So right there, Main Street for the Water, and we'll explain that here in a second. Thank you, guys.
I got it all wrinkly now.
So Main Street Blue Water, he's distracting us over here. Main Street Blue Water is a partnership between the Main Street Prowlers and the Blue Water Paranormal Research. So we will be going into business with them, and we've officially got our LLC after 2 years now. So I'm excited. And we also have phone cases.
Boo.
You know what? You're a boo.
Laura.
Well, they don't make the phone case for my phone.
True. That's why I understand why you're booing that one.
Laura was asking, did you guys get any of our Mario Enforcer players?
I don't even remember the draft on that one. I know we got someone, but I just can't remember on that
I
one.
thought we got 2.
Yeah, I just can't remember who.
We do, though, Laura. We do have a couple of players from Enforcers. We're just kind of sad that they're gone. We got Justin over here with the. Stop calling me. Bless you.
Bless you. And
Who's gonna get it first?
oh my God. No. And just new news coming through today. Shut up, Kelly.
Laura said we might be back next season.
God, I hope Elmire's back next year.
I hope so.
It probably won't be called the Enforcers, probably.
Well, why wouldn't?
They will be called the Enforcers. It just depends on where they will be played.
Okay.
News coming through the Prowlers today. They just hired a new media and communications director, Douglas Can. And he just graduated this past May, receiving his bachelor's degree in media studies. Ironically, he is from around the area that Jeremy was from.
Yep.
Oh, sweet.
Scotch Plains, New Jersey, he's from. And what's with us getting New Jersey guys, right?
Yeah, I know, right? I got a couple of friends from Pittsburgh might be coming up.
Yeah. And he'll also be doing play-by-play for all home games, and he'll also be doing the weekly radio show for them as well.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
And it'll be interesting though, because it's you won't hear his voice until the first home set, which is November 5th and 6th, which is going to be against Columbus.
Laura wants to know how come you haven't said the Elmira players. She might you,
He can't find them.
Yeah. That's
Maybe we can get him to dress as a goalie.
yeah.
Hey, we should get him on the show like we did with Jeremy.
I mean, that'd be funny, right?
Yeah.
Did you find him?
Found him, Justin?
Yeah.
Our producer.
We got we got 3 from them.
Oh, speaking of
You are the one who posted it.
I did?
Yes.
Oh, hey, yeah, I did. Wow.
Justin Levesque, Kyler Matthews, and Stephen Timofeyev.
What was this?
Same day the draft happened.
Oh, hey, I just seen that
So-
username of mine.
Ironically, Stephen Timofeyev is coming back to Port Huron because he started his FPHL career here.
Yep.
So it's kind of weird because we had Yanni come back to us last year. So Stefan coming back to this year is kind of bringing it full circle for the team as well.
Yeah.
Especially when we're losing half of our team, or most of our team right now. And it's something that is needed. Yeah, that's but with Birmingham though, Laura, they needed it because they are a brand new team. So that's the only reason why they got 3.
Is it usually new teams get more than what we do?
Because didn't they get the
Expansion draft as well.
expansion draft
Yep.
besides?
Yeah.
Oh my God. Joseph.
Yeah, I saw that. That was, I'm sorry, hilarious. Bad
So-
ice, so they couldn't play.
Yeah.
Which is actually not true, because they had their ice in with enough time for their training camp, which was scheduled the weekend before the
Yeah.
home opener.
But something could have gone wrong, because look at what happened at, oh God, I forgot which arena. The night before the tournament was supposed to start, the ice melted.
Right. But what had happened though is that half of their staff quit,
Yeah.
so they didn't have anybody to work that training camp for them. And so it wasn't ice issues, it was staff issues. And it doesn't help the fact that they just put in a brand new system. So they did. One of them that quit was the person that was supposed to take care of the new system. So that's why they're claiming as ice issues.
Yeah.
So thank you for bringing that up, Joseph. But it's just like, I hope they survive, but it's just with their with that happening, as well as that same day their broadcaster jumping ship to the WHL, it's just starting to mar what's actually going to go on over there.
Women's hockey league?
The Western Hockey League,
Oh. Okay.
which is part of the Canadian Junior.
Yep.
With that though, I'm happy for Casey going over there, because it's he's working in Everett, which is one of the bigger teams over there. But he normally doesn't jump ship like that. So what exactly is going behind the scenes for him to jump that quickly? It's weird. Yeah, we saw that, and we wish we could have done more for you too, as well, Laura.
Yeah.
Looks like we got somebody following the page on Twitch.
Kelly.
Oh, okay.
We got over here, Distractor working again. He's going full force. Anyways, first games this weekend, guys.
Oh, yay. Who's playing?
We got the Prowlers going to Danbury this weekend.
This weekend or next weekend?
This weekend.
I thought you guys said that 29th.
Is it the 29th, Justin?
And we got them going this weekend. I thought.
This weekend is 21st, right? No.
Oh, yeah, this,
First game is 21st.
yeah, this is this Friday.
And that's Watertown. And we play our first game 29th.
Yep. So it's my fault. It's the 29th. So it's either way.
Hey, let's do some predictions.
Yeah.
It's just a sad situation either way, Laura, and Robbie is doing everything he can to get back. So let's see what he can do from there. Either way. Predictions since we won't be back next week. But we will be back the week after we have our first games.
Yeah. Woohoo.
So Friday night, the 29th at 7 p.m. Port Huron versus Danbury. Early season predictions. What's the first game?
0-0.
Are you talking the first game of the season or our first game?
Our first
Our
game.
first
Our
game.
first game.
It's gonna be 0-0 to start.
I already said that.
I agree with Justin Dana. 0-0.
I hate everybody.
Yay!
Save me now.
Hey, we got the producer laughing.
I'm gonna call for a score like the other night in the NHL, the 5-0, and then a whole bunch of fights.
Wasn't that Seattle game?
Yes.
God, I wish I was watching that game.
That one was hilarious.
And they
I
ended up
just
Seattle
tuned
ended
it
up
in.
scoring, but
Yeah.
Oops. And
I'm going with at least a 1-0 win.
what is this one? Watertown? Oh, we're talking about us. Okay.
yes.
I almost lost my phone. I'm feeling good. I'm feeling
Megan, he's feeling a little bit hot. So if you're watching, you need to put him down and turn him off. But
All right.
serious scores though. Final score for Friday night.
Friday night, I'd say 3-2 us.
I say 3-1 Prowlers with a fight on Friday night.
Justin,
I'll say close game, 3-2.
3 to
And
2.
I agree on the fight because come on, first game. Come on.
Also, these games will be on YouTube.
Right. So with me, I'm going for a 4-2 win with 2 fights right at that. Second game, Saturday night, October 30th at 7 p.m.
Game against Gambry.
Yep.
Justin, up.
I'll say 2-1.
2-1, okay.
Fine.
Rob,
I say 2-0 us with a fight.
Dana.
Austin Federley fight.
3-1 us, no fight.
Okay, we got Michael Grimmett.
So
Says
3-1 us, no fight.
And I'm saying 3-2 overtime win for us. And Grimmett says 6-4 for the 29th and 3-2 overtime win, which is funny on Saturday. And it's I agree, Kelly. We need to have that watch party. Opening game. Opening game.
Are you gonna be there?
Opening game is Watertown.
For us.
Yeah, for us.
We got a smart ass over here. Anyways. So with that though, that's it for tonight. Tonight was short. We do have another major announcement though. In the next couple, several weeks here, we will be starting a brand new show on top of Main Street Prowlers. Dana and I will be hosting a show called Around the Minors, which will cover anywhere from the AHL to the ECHL, as well as teams in the SPHL and FPHL. So anywhere around the minors we can, we will cover it. And that will be on Tuesday or Wednesday nights. We have we haven't officially set, but in the next 2 weeks we should officially have that set out.
Well, originally we wanted to start next week, but next week is a season ticket giveaway, so I have to go to that party.
Season ticket giveaway, not giveaways. Season ticket party is next Tuesday, the 26th, from 5:30 to 6:30. If anybody is season ticket holders, they'll be at the DoubleTree Hotel, right?
Yes, DoubleTree
Yep.
Hotel.
And it's by our next episode, I want to have a giveaway of one of our new merchandise items. It's if anybody by the next episode of Main Street Prowlers can remember the name of the show I just said, within the first 10 minutes, gets a free shirt. Don't you guys agree?
That works.
And you get to choose the color and size. So there we go. But until next time. Until next time, though, we will be there.
Bye, y'all.
Bye, guys.
Hey guys, it's Crystal from the Port Huron Prowlers. Back to you from behind the scenes. I'm with Mitz today, and Mitz and I are here to give you guys some examples of things the guys would like on the bus trip. Mitz, do you think the guys would like granola bars? What about fruit and vegetables? Okay, not vegetables, but how about fruit? Cases of water? What about some Powerade and Gatorade? Well, there you have it. Some true facts of what Mitz thinks our boys should have on the road trips. Thanks for watching and enjoy the show.
Well, not really. I got the beat. Oh, Elite Wrestling tomorrow, guys. If you're on wrestling. I can't believe I let myself get caught. That one was good.
Hey there, I'm Chris.
And I'm Kelly.
You might remember One Love Weekly used to be called One News Weekly. Well, that was season 1, and now we're coming into season 2. We've changed up the format, and we're bringing the news to you in a more personal issue. We're gonna give you more real-life situations to react to these news stories, and how you can love thy neighbor more. And I'm excited to bring on my co-host and correspondent, Kelly.
That's me. Hey, wherever you're listening to, whether it be Spotify, Apple Podcasts, whatever platform suits your fancy, just make sure that you give us a subscribe and a follow and a share and whatever else you want to do. Make sure that you tell your friends about us.
And I hope you enjoy for the future episodes.
Great Lakes Gaming is just a step away for all of your cards and gaming needs. We have it all from Pokemon, Yu-Gi-Oh!, Magic the Gathering to video game tournaments like Street Fighter and Smash. Are you interested in D&D? Well, we got you covered there as well. Join us down the road on Michigan Road, just between Dove and Griswold Street in Port Huron for a whole lot of fun. We have a welcoming environment that is COVID safe and is cleaned regularly.